Hey everyone, a Complex back with another video, and today we're going to chat about where you can get some of the newer rare resources that you're going to need in order to build your Railjack with the Rising Tide quest line. Now, you might be thinking that you already saw a video like this on my channel, and in fact you did, but with update 26.1.2, they changed or swapped rather the locations of the Cubic Diodes as well as the Carbides. So I just wanted to make you guys a fresh updated video so then that way you knew exactly where to farm for it when the time came. So let's get on into how you can get yourself some Cubic Diodes, Carbides, Pustrels, as well as Copernics. So up first, we have Cubic Diodes. They now drop in Europa, whereas before they had dropped on Ceres, but with the update, they now drop on Europa on the ice planet nodes. There are 11 of these nodes total, and they only drop from Eximus enemies. Now, we had a lot of luck doing things like interceptions as well as defenses, but the excavations are actually a fantastic idea to do, which we did grind out a little bit as well, because you always need cryotic, especially with Vobin Prime being currently available, as well as just Railjack in general requiring some cryotic. So I'd highly suggest checking that out, so then that way you can kind of combine your grinding and you don't have to resource grind for cryotic down the road. Up next, though, we have Carbides. Now, Carbides used to drop on Europa, but now they drop on Ceres, and when you look at the icons for both of them, it does make sense that they've been swapped, but these now drop on Ceres from Eximus enemies only, and it has to be the Grenier Shipyard tile set. There are 10 of these nodes total on the planet, and we had the best luck doing the interception as well as the defense. There are, I believe, 2 different defenses, and one is like the old dark sector, and so that was a great grind as well. So it doesn't matter which, just make sure you're on the shipyard tile set. Don't forget Eximus enemies only. And you want to make sure that you're staying wherever you are long enough to start spawning these Eximus enemies. Also, if you do have a Semita Kavat, it is not a bad idea to bring them with you in order to help you with their charm perk. So that is something to bear in mind when you head out and go resource grinding. Up next, we have the Pustrels. That is a mineral that is available from mining on the plains of Eidolon. It's only available in the red veins, and you can find them either just out in the world on the various rocks, or you can just find them through caves. I do prefer mining in the cave that is closest to the entrance of Cetus. So if you're exiting Cetus and you take a left, you will see a tiny little pond, and then the cave is kind of right there. And it's most people's favorite mining spot. This cave is pretty decently sized, and whenever I have to do mining for Nightwave or I just need resources to grind, this is my favorite go-to place. Now, like I said, this is available only in the red veins. It shouldn't take you too long to get it. We were having a fairly good drop rate, so hopefully you will have the same when you go in and start grinding out to get this. The one thing I would suggest, though, is that while you're there, definitely keep mining a few of the blue veins and everything like that. It's never a bad idea to have an overabundance of minerals from either Orb Valis or Plains of Eidolon, just because they are always useful. Now, last but not least is the Copernics. They are available in Orb Valis, and they are also a mineral that you will mine in the red veins as well. So it's nice and easy to remember. It doesn't switch between red and blue, anything like that. Both minerals, red veins, just on different open world zones. And now there is a lot of different smaller cave networks when you get to Orb Valis. So just kind of going to each of them and mining as much as you can. I never found one spot that generally had a ton. Or Valis is a little bit better at having more minerals just out in the world on the various rocks. So if you're having any trouble within the caves themselves, I'd highly suggest just kind of running around and seeing what you can find outside of them. But y'all, that is going to be it from me today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this helped if you are having any trouble getting some of the newer resources in order to build your very own Railjack. And now, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments down below or find me on Twitch. I'm always happy to help when and where I can. And I will also, by the way, leave the patch notes from 26.1.2 with the location swap in the description down below, just in case you wanted to read up on any of the notes that were listed as far as the Cubic Diodes and the Carbides go. But I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night and or day, depending on where you are in the world. And I will catch you next time. Bye, guys.